It's really difficult to explain to someone, and you can be talking to someone like for hours about your job, and what you've done that week. I mean, what we do in a week is what people don't do in 10 years. Of going up and down the river, and then an interesting job comes about, and we have to go somewhere, and then, it's just, it really takes over your life.
His dad and me his dad was a little bit older than me, but we both worked through this bitter winter in the commercial dock, and we were pulling and pushing barges. Then his father got his licence, which enabled him to tow round what he waved at me as I was pulling the barge along. It was a horrible place to be then, but you really felt that you'd seen life, at the end of the day. And then there's the summer when you try and sort of dodge around without the foreman seeing you, and they had a place called the Staveyard where it was a bit like Canada with all the rafts, and you run around on the rafts and chasing the ducks and sort of all that sort of thing. And then in the winter the Baltic boats would come in covered in ice, with the ice still on them where the seas broke over the ship, and every dock was different. London dock here was casks of port, of brandy, wool, tea, those sort of things. Or you were in the river, and I was fortunate in that his dad worked for a timber company. I worked for a company that did everything, and I went everywhere, and I went to Tilbury, and I went to Brentford, and I worked up the canal behind the halls, but only for 3 years. But in that 3 years I had a wonderful time.